Good afternoon, everyone. Pastor Ron Brown here with Pastor Laurie Kisthart from the First Congregational Church in Southington, Connecticut, with a preview of our worship services and some events coming up this weekend.
So this upcoming Sunday, November 13th, we will be back to our regular schedule with an 8 a.m. and a 10:15 worship service. So our 8 a.m. worship service is in Barnes Memorial Chapel. This is a simple worship on Sunday morning. Starts with music and a traditional hymn, an opportunity to hear scripture, be together in prayer. And so if you're an early riser, we'd love to see you for the 8 a.m. worship service. We continue worship on Sunday morning with our 10:15 worship service, which is here in the meeting house. Our 10:15 service has a variety of musical styles with a traditional hymn as well as more contemporary music from our Branches band. During our 10:15 service, everyone starts together in the meeting house, but we do have church school for children. We have a holy surprise, and the children are invited to come forward, and then they're invited to go to age-appropriate lessons during the remainder of the worship service. Our 10:15 service is live streamed, so you can watch that live on Sunday morning on the church's Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, or directly on the church website. Those are also archived, so you can watch them later. So those are all of the ways that you can join us, both in person or online on Sunday morning.
And this Sunday morning, I'll be preaching on a passage from the Old Testament. We are continuing our journey through the Old Testament, leading up to the fourth Sunday of Advent. This week, we turn to some of the prophetic literature in the Old Testament, that last part of the Christian canon of the Old Testament. And I will be reflecting on a few verses from the prophet Micah. Micah lived in a very tumultuous time, around the end of the 7th century BCE, and was a prophet that not only pronounced judgment for some of the evil things that the leaders of Israel had done, but also had a vision of how God was going to restore God's people. First talking about a ruler coming from Bethlehem, the smallest of small towns, and then talking about how that ruler would teach us to live. In fact, how we already should know how to live. From Micah chapter 6, a verse that you're probably familiar with. What does God require of us but to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with our God? So this Sunday, we'll be reflecting on some requirements that we have in order to follow in the way of God.
And before Sunday, we have a wonderful community event here at the church. On Saturday, November 12th, the chicken pie dinner. There's 2 seatings, both 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And there are still tickets available. So if you'd like to join us for the chicken pie dinner this Saturday, you can contact the church office and we can make sure that there's a ticket for you to join us for this delicious meal. Between those 2 seatings of dinner, the dinner is in Memorial Hall, there will be a concert here in the meeting house at 6 p.m. Small Town Gamblers will be performing, so a wonderful way to spend your Saturday night, and we hope to see you soon.
So we hope to see you this weekend, and God bless.
God bless.